Welcome, wanderers of the Midlight Path. I'm Pandora, a Wiccan witch and earth mystic, keeper of stories whispered through time. Here within my circle of light, I share the ancient and the arcane tales from my magical Wiccan books, stories of chakras and charms, tarot and stars, of shadow and spirit, of the wisdom hidden between worlds. If you feel the call of magic, and if your soul stirs when the night whispers secrets, you are home. Join me and open the pages of the unseen, for every spell is a story, and every story holds a spark of the divine. Welcome, seeker of the unseen. You've stepped through the veil and found your way to me, Pandora, keeper of the Book of Familiars. Few ever find it, fewer still are permitted to open its pages. But tonight, under the whispering moon, I will tell you its story. Long before the first spell was whispered and the first circle drawn, witches walked the forest with creatures at their side, companions not of the flesh alone, but of the spirit. These were the familiars, guardians, guides, and reflections of the witch's own soul. A raven who could see through shadow, a toad who croaked omens from the depths of the marsh, a cat whose eyes saw through illusion and into the realm of truth. Each familiar chose its witch, never the other way around. It is said that when a witch's power awoke, somewhere in the world, a creature stirred and began its journey towards her. The Book of Familiar was born in the hands of the first coven of the old world, 13 witches bound by moonlight and vow. They wished to preserve the wisdom of their spirit companions. So upon parchment made of enchanted vellum, they wrote down the names and stories of every familiar who had ever served the craft. But this was no ordinary grimoire. The ink was mixed with the breath of familiars long past, their essence woven into every word. It is said that when the book is opened under the full moon, you can hear them still, soft whispers of purrs, growls, songs, and sighs between the line. When I was but an apprentice, my familiar came to me not as an animal, but as a shadow. It took the form of whatever I feared and whatever I loved. In time, I learned its lesson. A familiar does not serve, it mirrors. It shows us who we are, even the parts we would rather forget. When I accepted my shadow, it transformed into a silver-eyed fox, clever, elusive, loyal. And with it by my side, the book opened its first page to me. From that moment, I became its guardian, the keeper of the bond between witches and their companions across realms. Within the Book of Familiars are 3 great teachings. 1. The law of reflection, that a familiar is a piece of your own spirit made visible. 2. The law of exchange, that no familiar can grant power you do not already hold. Number 3, the law of return, that when one of you departs this world, the bond is never broken. It stretches beyond time, echoing through new lifetimes and new forms. Some say a familiar may return again in the guise of a pet you once loved. A soft reminder that magic never dies. It merely changes shape. The Book of Familiars is alive, Each witch who earns its trust may add a page, writing the story of her bond, her trials, her triumphs. When the ink dries, the page hums softly, and the familiar's essence joins the choir within. Perhaps one day, seeker, your name will find its way into the book. Perhaps your companion waits even now, unseen in the shadows, watching, waiting. May the moonlight guide your path, may your familiar walk beside you unseen, and may the book one day open its pages to your touch. But until then, keep your candles burning, your heart open, and your spirit wild. And that was tonight's magical bedtime story, a tale woven from starlight, whispers, and dreams, reminding us that even in the quiet of night, magic lingers all around us. As you close your eyes tonight, let your mind wander through the world we just explored. Maybe you'll meet the same wandering spirits, or find your own secret doorway to wonder. Whatever dreams await you may be peaceful, kind, and full of light. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the little bell icon so you'll never miss another bedtime adventure beneath the stars. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. Until we meet again, drift softly, dream deeply, and remember, the night is never truly dark when your heart holds a little bit of magic.